Hello, and welcome to the stream. I was having a bit of tech issues then, but all should be good now. I'm joined today by Kieran, and we should be having a Sam at some point. Are you there, Key? Hello, Kieran. Hello. Okay, so we can't...
Hi. I just wasn't at the computer. I was at the paint rack.
Sorry. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I realised that I didn't have any Death
Wait, are we
Guard...
live?
Yeah, we are live. I didn't realise that I didn't have any Death Guard green out, so I had to look in my big bourbon. So you got a gingerbread man to represent you. So I'm going to be painting, carrying on with this tank that has taken me way too long. So, and then Kieran, what are you doing tonight? It looks like you've got bits everywhere.
Me and gingerbread man.
That's like cannibalism.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, so Kieran is painting a Venerable Dreadnought. Space Wolves one. So
Victor the Venerable.
Kieran names all of his models.
Yeah. I got Bjorn, Richard, Di, Victor, Charlie, Larry, Dave, Bob, Santa.
And these are all Dreadnoughts?
Oh, no. Dave and Bob and Santa are Marines.
And what's your knight called?
Oh, Casey Jones.
Hello, Ranger of Krieg in the chat. So,
Yeah, Casey Jones is my
Yeah, do you want to explain the joke for those?
Well, so the knight is a knight crusader, but being a nerd, I'm quite a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and there's a guy in there called Casey Jones, and so I just straight up went with one that, yeah, the initials for Casey Jones and, oh, sorry, I'm trying to sort out Twitch on my end. Yeah, so Casey Jones is my Knight Crusader, because he's got the same initials of Casey.
There we go. So, yeah. Knight Crusader called Casey Jones, Larry a Leviathan, Bjorn...
Richard. Bjorn doesn't need a name.
Is a named character from 40k anyway.
Yep. So, and then I got Di the Dedio Dreadnought, Charlie the Contemptor, like you said, Larry the Leviathan, Victor the Venerable. So it's alliteration, like most Marvel things.
Whereas I haven't really named many of mine. I do have Desmond Prince, because whenever I was making a list, it would autocorrect would correct my Demon into Desmond. So
Desmond had a barrow in the marketplace,
full of Space Marine dead parts. But
Abaddon was a member of the Mournival.
Magnus didn't do anything wrong.
That's a lie, and we both know that. Oh bloody, oh blood, for Lehman Russ.
He went out for a walk, didn't he, and never came back.
I was going to make a joke then, but I shall keep it to myself for now.
So Ranger Krieg says that he did things wrong, but he didn't mean it. He did things wrong for the right reasons. Like, having read, like, the books, there's that thing of, yeah, he didn't mean to, but, yeah, he did do things wrong.
Are you telling me that you read the rules, Ricky?
I did read the rules. Well, not the rules, but...
The rules of law.
Yeah, I read some law. But, yeah, I still like Magnus. And he did try to stop the heresy.
Didn't try hard enough, did it, though?
Yeah, it was...
He's like, Erebus, no, don't, oh no.
He had the best intentions. This is Ranger Krieg. He had the best intentions, but the universe was already stacked against him. It's almost as if it was all planned. I know. If only there was a godlike being who could have explained to his godlike children what was going on. Maybe. And then, maybe Liam and Rest wouldn't have been so easy to trick by Horus of, yeah, when he sends you to bring Magnus, he means bring his head, right? You gotta go in like a bull in a china shop and make sure you kill him. and his legion.
That's the thing. Lehman Russ is loyal. And at that point in time, he didn't know Horus was bad, so he was still loyal to Horus because he outranked him.
And it helped that he didn't like Magnus. Anyway.
Yep, that's true.
Because, the Space Wolves don't like magic. They don't like librarians. They don't have psychers. They have... Hi, Curator Angelus. Yeah, they don't have psychers. They have rune priests. It's not the same thing at all.
No, because they look at bone dice and charms. And go, oh, that's what's happening.
It's like Magnus doesn't like things and like psychers and stuff. And now he does psychic powers, but it's okay because they are plague disciplines.
You mean Mortarion?
Who did I say? Magnus.
Magnus. He's like the one.
Oh yeah, I meant Mortarion. Mortarion, sorry.
I was about to say, like,
he's looking
Magnus
at me.
is all about the...
Yeah, Mortarion is now looking at me, judging me. I should know that.
Lehman Rusker is thumb up for me. He's like, buddy Christ.
Yeah, Ranger of Krieger basically just said what you said. Horus was like, arrest him? Nah, bruh. Trust me, the Emperor wants you to kill him. Nah, he wants his head on a plate.
And Lehman was, as you say, my lord.
But we can all agree that it's all Logar and Erebus's fault, right?
Yes.
Or maybe the Emperor's. Yeah. I can imagine the Space Wolves being like that. Ranger Krieg said, and then Lehman's like, Cowabunga! Can you see the chat, Key?
Yeah, I can see the chat.
Okay.
I just have to make sure to turn my head every now and then.
I just wasn't sure, so I'm relating it to you, and then you're reading it anyway. But yeah, I agree with that, don't you?
He was probably already there going, "Oh, I was already going to do that. You have to tell me twice." Most of the time, they only tell me not to kill.
There's a reason they call me the attack dog, right?
And his executioners. It's like Groot in Guardians. The push the button. First, like, instead of push the button, it's like kill. So is Sam going to be joining us tonight, Rick?
Yeah, she's gonna be joining us. She's probably gonna be on thing only.
Can people? Oh, my head is in the way. It's just everyone's getting a shot in my head to go. Oh.
Yeah, Sam is joining us, but I think she's gonna be voice only. She just had to go and do the last minute shopping. I will be back now. I am here. Just trying to do
Oh,
this.
right. I thought you said you were going out for shopping. I was like, we just came back.
Okay. There we go.
That's why I got gingerbread men to eat. Nom nom nom. I like gingerbread men. They are tasty.
So, what are people in the chat building at the moment or painting?
Yeah, Goose, you should totally just start building those.
Space communists.
Yeah. I heard you're not good at melee. I have the perfect army for you to fight against.
My orcs.
I really need to try and not put my head in the camera.
Tom wants to know what you paint then.
I am painting a Venerable Dreadnought, which I'm currently painting the wolf pelt black on his shoulder. Then I'm gonna maybe dry brush it. I don't know how. It depends on how lazy I want to be. Pretty much it.
Kind of want to dry brush this, but I don't know what color would be a good lighter green to.
Moot green all the way.
Moot green is like neon green. I don't think that's what I'm looking for.
And your point? A green is a green is a green.
No, I think it needs to be something like Ogren camel, but I don't know. So it definitely needs a lot of agrax just to dirty it up. It looks like when you look at compared to the other guy, he just looks a bit too clean, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right out of the demonic factory.
Yeah. It's a Plagueburst Crawler that's been on it's a Plagueburst Crawler that's been lent on loan to the Emperor's children.
So they spent like the first month just scrubbing it and scraping off all of the disease, just so they could go near it without dying.
And we've got a Sam. Hi, Mark. Thank you for the subscription. 4-month streak. That's amazing. We very much appreciate it.
I need to redo mine.
No, you did yours the other day. Yeah. It. I don't think it would have camo, because it's a. Yeah, the Emperor's Children removed the plague and added glow sticks, and then I could do the moot green. So
I have no idea if my headset is working, because when I streamed yesterday, I had mine on mute.
It's working now. I can hear you.
Okay,
I can
cool.
hear you. So
I'm playing a dangerous game tonight, gentlemen.
what you doing?
I've got my tea right next to my paint water.
Ooh.
So that's going to be a dangerous one.
Place your bets now for what she drinks next.
And the cat is not that far from me as well, so she may get her paws in the paint or the wet palette.
And
Place your
then
bets now for what happens next.
that makes it taste better, right? That's what Tom's asking.
Well, I've tried Mephistone Red. I don't exactly recommend it, but you know what? You gotta try it once in your life, I guess.
I could tell you. I'm trying to think. I've done it, because I played that game last summer when I put my.
Life as corrosion is not nice.
Oh no, I can't imagine that.
Oh, you can imagine it'd be like the most grittiest.
It felt like I had
going.
sand in my mouth.
Oh yeah, that would do it.
I thought I cleaned the brush.
Oh no.
Because the bristles were brown.
Oh no.
No blood, no blood, life goes. Oh, god damn it, Rick.
So we've got a couple of people watching. We've got Ranger of Krieg, and we've got Tom.
Let me guess. He collects Death Guard of Terror, right?
You should check out his stuff, actually. It's really cool. You should check him out on Instagram. He does terrain and stuff as well.
Right. I have 6,000 points. I have 6,000 points of wolves if you want to help with that.
Except all. Continue with me.
I need to stop putting my head in the camera.
Sure. If you want to grab the link and put it up, you feel free. Obviously, I'll be putting up a post tomorrow as well to promote you coming on the stream on Monday to chat with us. So it's our next Monday guest. So
Ranger of Krieg. Harry Stone, is that it?
That's it. He's been putting up some stuff with like.
Oh man. Oh, that's. Oh, I really want to swear right now. That's pretty frickin' sick.
And he collects a lot of Krieg key.
Oh damn! That trench looks amazing.
I know. We should borrow it for one of our battle reports.
Or we could ask him. Could you do me and Ricky a favour and build us a Blood Bowl stadium? Because we've always been talking about getting an MDF board and making possibly like Hogwarts style-esque stands from with like juice cartons.
Oh damn! This looks all horrendous and gritty. I like it. I like it a lot.
It would be great for putting Death Guard through it.
That is so cool. That puddle.
He really appreciates the wanting to swear.
Well, as you can see, I've painted up the There's a camera. I was pointing at the light.
Well, it's the stream, isn't it? Like, I want to try and keep it as
PG,
friendly content.
if
I
we
guess
can.
you could put a duck sound over me swearing. Oh my god.
Well,
Okay.
you could, yeah. So you can just make the dugouts of the Blood Bowl pitch trenches.
Once we finish streaming, I'll show you the pictures because I can show you on my phone once we finish.
Well, I have a fancy laptop, Ricky. I could also look.
You can if you want.
I'm not trapped to staying on my phone now.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this now. So I'll just give the pre-warning to whoever's gonna edit this and put it on YouTube now later on. That's pretty fucking sick.
Jeez, whoa! Get her out of here!
That's our one per stream. I hope that no one tips their paint now.
But yeah, Blood Bowl pitches tend to be like a war zone, so trenches would fit well around the edges.
There are a couple of people who've been watching for terrain stuff. There's Terrain Tutor. He's like a UK-based terrain builder. He's got some pretty cool stuff, but it's more for the historical stuff.
Right. Right, right, dudes.
It's a PG-13 movie. You're allowed one F-bomb. Okay, I have claimed my one F-bomb.
Fart. Paint.
But yeah, it looks
I'll watch
really
the paint
cool.
down with a lovely gingerbread man.
So we've got a couple more battle report streams that we're planning to do soon, and it's kind of the reason why Kieran's joined us with the Dreadnought. Do you guys want to preview what you guys are going to be doing?
Yeah, sure. Unless Kieran wants to go over it.
Well, what I'm going to do is just walk some coffins down the board. I'm just going to go rat-a-tat-tat.
What is it, like 750 points of either both sides, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shook it well.
So yeah,
and I'm just running 4 dreadnoughts in that list.
So we're going to have another 750 point game going on the stream soon. We're going to film it next week, was it? No, the week after. We're going to film it. So yeah, we're going to try and film that. And I'm going to see if we can, I'm going to borrow Kieran's, I'm pointing, because you could tell where I'm pointing to with my arm coming across camera. Yeah. Kieran's camera as well, so that we could try and add a few things that we learnt from last time. So we're going to try and add a dice cam, I think.
We need a... but Ricky, our cameras can't even pick up the smallest details of this, like this close.
Yeah, but have you got a dice to hand?
I'm pointing a... yes, I think. Hold on. There's the dice pouch. Does this have D6s, or do I need to get my... I need to get my other one. Hold on, I'll just grab my dice, 40k dice tray. And totally not just advertise our podcast.
What podcast is that, Kieran?
That is the Just Us League podcast, Ricky.
Alright, and where might you find the Justice League podcast?
On all of your available podcasting applications. So yeah, there's some dice.
Okay, we can read those dots.
Can you read one of these, though?
Yeah, I could...
No, one of these dice that always fails me.
So, I could see that that's 4. Oh, I cannot read those dice.
goes all right, I can use my phone for dice cam because mine's pretty good at picking up stuff.
So yeah, we'll have to just work out our setup. We're gonna try it. We'll bring the arms and see if we can get a top-down camera as well, so that we don't hide everything behind the scenery again, Sam.
Well, there's going to be a lot less models to look at on my side.
Yeah, but Sam's gonna probably have a lot more models.
I can go get my other dreadnoughts to show off on stream.
So for those of you who know Kieran will know that he doesn't often
I do not paint.
paint.
I
He's
do
got
not
like
paint at all.
6,000 points of unpainted.
Well, 10% of it's painted.
Yeah, but that's a very recent thing.
Yeah. Can you see these dice?
Yeah,
I-
2,
I-
3. So, the wolves is 6, is it?
Yep, and the skulls are 1s.
Okay, so in the center there is a skull next to a wolf.
I'll put them in order.
Okay, so skull 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can read them. So those ones will be okay, and for Sam, they're the ones that he rolls, and they all will come up.
Oh, I shall roll. Hold on, you can have some ASMR dice down. Okay, that's a reasonable roll. That's just all threes.
Well, that would
2
hit
and a 4.
with stupid Space Marines.
Go on, Kieran, make all your good rolls now so I can have a chance like next time.
So,
Oh, it isn't as bad as when we played the Imperial Fist vs. Orcs.
Oh, you mean when your chief like literally just punched a hole in my war chief?
Yeah, he just went. He went, "Come here, puny soft librarian," and the orc looks down and there's just a power fist punched through him.
So Ranger of Krieg said he thought his pile of shame was bad.
It's all built, except for 2 boxes. 2 boxes, which I haven't built yet because I want to try and paint some things before I open. Oh yeah, it was definitely 1 punch. Sam's war boss is there going, "Crush the little librarian." I went, okay, I'll roll for Khorgorath. Boom! Yeah, he dead.
Yeah, I think what was
I
it?
felt so sorry.
No, someone reminded you of a rule that you could actually do at the time. You're like, oh, I could do that, can I? And everyone's like, yeah. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. And he's just, 1 punch!
And then
Yep.
he did a 10k run, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a raised Sam's truck.
Yeah, it pretty much was, oh look, a truck! What truck? Oh, it's gone now, don't worry about it.
Like, Brock?
A vehicle? Because I was playing Imperial Fist, so it was vehicle, destroy.
I've seen the models that GW announced today with the Warhammer Plus subscription.
I know, I really want that mega boss.
That Mega Boss looks amazing.
Chuck a gun in his hand.
The problem is, I already don't use the subscription services I have at the moment as much as I do.
I know.
You could always just get rid of those subscription services for that one.
Hey, when I eventually get back to watching the backlog of anime, I will, okay?
Oh, I only pay for when I know I'm gonna watch.
See, that's smart.
It's the same with, like, when I play a video game, I pay for, like, the 1 month just to get all the bonuses, and, like, oh, I'm done. No more for me.
Yeah, the
But it keeps
Ranger
getting me
Krieg
back
said the Vindicar as well. Sam, Simon wants to know what you're painting.
Oh, it's the Khorgorath. Because, I may as well start painting the first edition Age of Sigmar stuff now that the third edition's on its way.
Whoa. I do not dread to look at that Skaven pile.
Yeah, like Ranger Krieger Connu has mentioned about your pile of shame. We didn't even mention the 4,000 points of rats you've got in the cupboard.
Shut up.
I can't say much. I've got like, even though I've got quite a bit painted over lockdown, I have still probably got maybe 3,000 points of orcs and probably 2,000 points of Death Guard to paint. Sam's just joining us on voice today, Si. We'll put up. She'll put up photos of what she paints in the chat in the Discord later, as we all will probably.
Could we add in like editing for YouTube? Could we add like a South Park Canadian version of Sam with a picture of her talking?
What? So like just a still image where her head comes off.
Yeah.
If you want to do our editing, Kieran, knock yourself out.
Okay, first cleaning of the brush, it went into the water, not the paint.
Woo!
Not the tea.
We have a success.
Whoever put down for Sam to dip her tea. You want nothing.
Ladies and gents.
You want nothing. Good day, sir.
Oh no. There we go.
Yeah, Ranger Cree said, give it time. It will claim the brush eventually. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It definitely will. I'm trying to follow Duncan's guide on it, and I've already realised I've missed a few steps, and I'm a bit further than what I should be. But you know what? They're just guidelines, so I'm just going to finish up doing the bone part, and I'll probably carry on with the highlighting stuff. I'm going to try and make...
Screw guidelines, Sam. Do it your way.
Yeah! Just paint it red, dip it in Nuln Oil, and a bit of brown on the base, and we're done, right?
So
that's what my plan was with Bjorn.
I did look up the GW one for this to see what they suggest, and it's not it's the new guy, not Duncan, who does it. And he basically does what I've done so far and goes, and yeah, and there you're done. It's lost a lot of the like finesse without Duncan there, doesn't it?
It's like the Bob Ross to miniature painting.
Yeah. Two thin coats.
If Duncan met me, he'd be...
Or what you call guidelines and actual rules. Yeah.
He'd be in pain as I just crack open a bottle and just go dip, dip, dip.
Hey, at least my painting's a lot better than what I used to when I first started working in the game store. Didn't thin my paints. Paint came straight from the pot. And then Sai gave me the amazing knowledge of Nuln Oil is your friend for life.
There you go, so I'm doing a bit of Wolf. Not good camera.
So, yeah, Ranger Krieg said that he met Duncan at Warhammer Fest, and he's a very nice guy. He comes across as a nice guy on camera. I know that you can't always judge that, but he just does come across as like a nice person.
Yeah, it does seem like a really chill dude. I do want to go back to the Warhammer HQ up in Nottingham and have a good little tour around and go to their the areas where they got all the dioramas and stuff. That'll be neat to go see. Because I think when I first went with Simon, I think I was just awestruck of being there, and I was like a kid in the candy shop and seeing lots of stuff there.
Oh, this one, and that one, and this one?
Oh, I walked into the Forge World part, and I just turned to Simon and said, like, I'm so glad I left my wallet at home.
We'll have to go for a trip up there at some point.
Mm.
When all of this is over.
Take the obligatory photo outside the with the rhino, just to show that you're at the homeland.
Nerd Disneyland.
Nerd Disneyland is Disneyland, especially when they've added the Galaxy's Edge. I want to go build a lightsaber. And I would definitely pay that much to build a lightsaber.
Simon said the time he went before you, Sam, was the Thunderhawk time.
Oh.
Is that why Sam came the second time, Si?
So you had to look professional.
Yeah, I think Saya had to look professional in front of everyone else while I was the one who was running around going, look at this, look at this, look at this, oh my god!
Oh, was that the time you went to go about the Hellboy?
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
I like the movie. It's not as good as the Ron Perlman ones, but I did like it.
More comic book accurate.
Yeah. No, you just broke the time you went with Sam.
Is that true? Or...
Yeah, I think it's just like an ongoing meme now of basically whenever I'm with, like, me and Sai go out to something and we see expensive, it's like, we could charge this on the work card, right? We can get this tax-free, right? We need to teach the government how to play 40k, and then they'll see the benefit of it.
That's a point. Not because I do this for the con. Can I now claim back tax on all my models?
Oh dear.
You've opened a bottle, Sam.
Popped it. I mean, I think it's something to do with if you buy it for the purpose of the actual thing and not for your own personal gain, then that is the thing. I think that's how it works, if I remember rightly.
He's gaining pain from painting and building.
You're not gaining pain.
No, we'd have to register the con for that. I don't think that would be... it'd probably be, in the long run, worse. So...
So we just register ourselves as a charity. This is probably not the appropriate conversation to have on a stream, but...
Oh.
I'm a charity. Help me out.
Oh.
I'm a charity. Help me out.
Oh, we build enough of a following that...
People pay for a Warhammer.
No, I was going to say that Games Workshop have us, like, preview models and stuff. And send us stuff so that we can show it off on stream.
So whenever they see something, send something at Skaven or Space Wolf, you just see me just jump in like a goblin, snatch and just crawl away.
Isn't their NDA like really strict though?
Oh yeah.
I'm Spartacus, help me out.
Tom should join us on a Wednesday and get his Tau, and we could take him from unbuilt to tabletop, and that could be a good stream. like program. I don't want to do a self-assessment either.
If I just say yes to everything, does that mean I get more stuff?
Well, yeah, it's a thing of. I know that like Midwinter Minis posted last year when he finished being a thing for them, didn't he? That it was a bit too restrictive for what he was doing, but that's not the same thing as what we're doing, I guess, because it's about trying to build community and stuff. That's what all this is for us. So I don't think we'd have the same issues with the NDAs, but and especially
every time you say an NDA, I'm just thinking of NWA.
NWO. Too sweet. I better not say that. WWE might come after us.
God damn it.
And Ranger Krieg is addicted to Forge World resin, so send kits.
Yes, please.
Oh man, I don't think I could ever do a resin model. I'd have to be like gas masked up completely, wouldn't I? Because like the bigger stuff, the resin gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Depends on how you deal with it.
That squig off is just a big chunk of resin.
Yeah. You just snip off some bits and you're good.
Right. I was just thinking more for the asthma side of me.
Just don't want a laptop so I can actually keep the battery
Yep.
going a bit longer.
One big block of resin.
Yes.
Ranger Krieg said it depends on whether or not you sand things down.
Right.
So I don't think I had to sand file or anything on this, really.
What do you mean you with a squig off, Rick?
Well, I didn't. You drilled it for me.
I built the bloody thing for you.
Mummy, Daddy, stop fighting.
Lies.
No, Ricky's saying I'm lying because he's live.
No, Kieran builds a lot of my stuff for me.
I pretty much built all your stuff, Rick.
I don't. I built this on stream.
And what about all the rest of your models, Ricky? What about your entire Death God army, Neely, Ricky?
No, I built a lot of that myself. You have done a big chunk of my building for me, because I honestly don't like building.
I need my overbrush. I need my specific brush for doing that job.
See, Ricky's taking a leaf out of Nick's book. He doesn't do the building, he just pays someone else to do the building.
He does, yeah.
Pay?
Hey.
Shh! Don't give him ideas. Well, I do pay him in lifts.
Nick, if you're watching, I'll happily build your stuff.
You pay him in lifts and stuff like that. I don't mean the monetary value.
But yeah, if Nick's watching, Kieran would happily build your stuff.
I do quite enjoy building. I'm looking forward to that Dominus box when it comes in.
So you don't want the orc half of that, do you?
What? I do want the orc half. That's the reason why I picked it up.
Nah, Sam, you
What's
don't
the other
want
half of that box?
Stormcast. Did you really need to ask, Kieran?
To be fair, the Stormcast in that other half look really, really nice.
Oh no, the Stormcast look great. I like a lot of the Stormcast models. It's just they Sigmarines. They just, they're in every starter set.
Yeah. I actually popped round to the Games Workshop on the Kingsway in town. Went to have a chat with Luke, see how his pre-order day went, and he had some of the models built in the cabinet ready.
Yeah.
I do not envy anyone who's going to be storing Sigma models because they're so awkwardly posed. They look like the monopose stuff. So that's going to be fun storing them in the usual infantry style boxes.
To be fair, though, the infantry boxes are just a pain in the ass in general. Like, none of my orcs or Death Guard properly fit in them. Do you know the only things that seem to fit properly in them as the things look? Grots and Poxwalkers.
Yeah, they do quite well for my bolt action stuff.
Don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly fine with my models.
What, your firstborn? Or...
Both. Both Primaris and firstborn. And my Skaven as well. They don't seem bad.
Yeah, Skaven are small.
But those tails.
Just snip them off, right?
Kieran's Skaven are hamsters.
Yeah, you just you model to advantage, right?
Me and you are going to have some words after this, Sam.
Well, you know where I work, so, meet me there tomorrow.
No.
Yes.
Day off. We'll spend it on my laptop.
Tom's just said Super Saiyan Skaven.
No,
yeah, that's the only way they can ascend to be Super Saiyans. You've got to cut off their tails.
No, because Goku hasn't got a tail, has he? But,
Nope.
I guess it's a way for all of their contained power to be released a different way with Super Saiyan.
We are the brood of Skaven clan hamster. Yes, yes.
Take that back! Take that back! Just green stuff from all big puffy cheeks.
Yes, I did it. I'm working on the blooming bones on this model now, so it requires me to have the model really close up to my face, so I guess it's a good thing I didn't have the camera on.
I am so hard, fighting the urge so hard to put my face down to the desk, really.
I know, I keep pulling this in, because I'm trying to get in... I can't even get it onto the camera. So, like, these grills on the top, I'm trying to get underneath on the inside, this side, and it's making me pull it closer, because, getting my face closer to it means that the brush can get further in.
Oh, that's why
Yeah.
I'm just painting the rocks underneath his foot.
And my concentration tongue is out as well.
Yeah, you're not properly modelling unless you got the tongue out.
Yeah, Ranger. Also, they with the way that hamsters can squeeze themselves as well, much better for sneaking because they can just go flat. I don't understand how hamsters can do that, but they just...
Hamsters are like cats; they're made of liquid.
Yeah.
Isn't it the same for mice as well? Like, and probably rats, as long as they could get their head through. You good?
Yep. Right.
Maybe we should start calling that thing with the tongue out the Modeler's Black.
The modelers what?
The Modeler's Black. Like when the cats have their little tongues out when they're doing something.
Alright.
Models blam. Blam. Scraggly bit of paint.
I honestly thought you just burped then.
No, it's like an old scraggly bit of paint on my paint jar. Got a paint jar bottle. Whatever. Gotta pinch it out. You get a bit of tissue to do it.
Are you doing the Sonic boss music?
Yes. Is there a problem with that?
No.
Sonic boss music.
Hmm?
It's on which Sonic boss music, right?
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, that one.
So that's
One?
is it one? I thought it was two.
It might be two.
I'm gonna have to look up Sonic boss music now. Sonic 2.
Is the dog snoring next to you, Ricky?
No, why?
I can hear her.
No, it was Sonic 2. It's definitely Sonic 2.
Never played a Sonic game.
What?
Don't
I
forget,
have
he
never
was born
played a
in
Sonic game.
1998, so Sonic was kind of dead by that point, wasn't it?
Kieran, why are you born too late?
Well, the question is, Ricky, why did you fail as an uncle?
Because at that point, I didn't have my Mega Drive, because my Mega Drive is still up Darren's attic. So I couldn't introduce you that way. And I thought it was more important that you had Mario training. Because Mario is still relevant.
Look at you now. Can't even beat me in Mario Kart.
Trained you well.
Too well.
It's that sort of situation where you're so miffed off, but it's like, I'm so damn proud of you.
Ranger Krieg is saying this, he was born in 96. Sonic's still relevant. Don't get me wrong, I like Sonic. He's no Mario, but yeah, Sonic's heyday was Mega Drive, because as cool as Sonic on the Dreamcast looked, it was a broken game. It looked great. It was a broken game on a console that, even though it was probably better than the consoles that were out at the time, Sega had lost the market by that point. People were brand loyal to PlayStation by that point, and yeah, PlayStation 2.
And Ricky was like, what's this? What's this? This Metal Gear I see. I don't know why I turned on Nightmare Before Christmas then.
With the Dreamcast, so that was the first console to come out for that generation of stuff. Its huge, as great as it was, its huge downfall was the first model was the easiest console ever to pirate for. The Model 1s on the Dreamcast. So if you got a Model 1 Dreamcast, all you have to do is just burn games onto CD-ROMs, and they could play it straight away. Because I got a fat stack of Dreamcast games that I burnt. This is way after the Dreamcast was out, and I think it was something to do with Windows ME that was installed on the Dreamcast itself. And then obviously, Sony won due to the fact it was effectively a cheap DVD player at the time.
Oh yeah.
It's the same with how they won against 360 because of the Blu-ray player.
Yeah, because no one wanted HD DVDs.
No, HD DVD was actually winning. Was winning the format was And then, so like in the 80s, Betamax was the superior format, which was made by Sony. And the thing that made them lose in the end was the fact that they wouldn't let porn be on there, but VHS would. And when the second format was between DVD, Blu-ray and HD DVD came about, Sony stuck by their guns and went no porn. And then HD DVD started winning. HD DVD also had an exclusive with Universal originally, so you couldn't get things like Jaws and stuff like that on Blu-ray because it was an exclusivity with HD DVD. And then Sony lost money on the original PlayStation 3 consoles. It was costing them more to make them than it was to sell them, to get Blu-ray players into people's houses. And then when that still didn't work, they went, okay, you can have porn.
Isn't that like the same for all consoles in their first year initially? They're always like made at a loss.
Probably not this year with how fast they've been selling.
Oh yeah, well the true winners were scalpers and the true losers are scalpers now.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
The thing with this current one is that it's that thing of
it's not needed.
As
well, because all of the games they're bringing out that you can still get.
No, well, if they didn't do that, they wouldn't be making money because there's not enough PlayStations out in the world yet, is there? So if PlayStation didn't make them PS4 compatible, they wouldn't be making money.
Yeah, Goose is saying how he's bummed about what they're going to be doing with the FF7 downloads. They're making them PS5 exclusives.
Are you still waiting for that remake?
No, the remake's come out. It's just there's going to be... I'm not sure if it's a new episode related to the thing or if it's like specifically newly designed DLC for it, but it's just going to be exclusive for PS5 only. They're not doing it for the PS4.
Right.
Two things will always remain true. War never changes and porn always wins. Yep, you can't deny that. Basically, it's the thing. Sex does sell, basically.
Yeah, it's... But like...
That's how they got everyone in Resident Evil Village.
Hey, you leave out Lady Dimitrescu out of this. She is a fine, beautiful maiden.
And there stands my point.
But, like... It's that weird thing of... who's still buying porn? In this day and age.
Eminem.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have the internet, does he?
Nope. And an interviewer got his laptop and showed him. He's like, you do realise you don't need to buy it anymore, right?
That poor one corner shop that purposely gets those magazines in realises that Adam discovers internet technology.
Now Adam has to try and get rid of all the evidence.
Delete the cookies and all that jazz, right?
No, I meant the magazines.
Oh.
But,
Just sell them to a museum.
I'll sell them to Eminem.
I'll trade you all of these for that amazing Fantasy 15 you have, Eminem.
So, the next part of FF7 is PlayStation 5, is it? So, have you seen a PlayStation 5 in person yet?
My brother picked one up on launch, so yeah, I've seen one.
They are
Does your brother
massive.
live in a mansion?
No, he's actually been really good with his money, to be honest. He's like got more sense than I have.
No, I
he
just
just
mean
worked.
for the space to house it. Do you have to build an extension or something? We saw one in CEX, see? And
He lives with his girlfriend. His girlfriend has like an ensuite bathroom, so I guess that answers that question.
because we saw one of them in CEX window in Port Talbot, and it was like, what the is that? And when we realised what it is huge.
Oh yeah, it's massive.
Like, when they originally showed it and people made fun of the Xbox for looking like a mini fridge. And I think at the time we just all assumed because of previous experience that Xbox was going to be the bigger console. So like the PlayStation looked a bit sleek, looking all Seto Kaiba-esque and sleek. And then actually seeing it in person, it's like, whoa, that's kind of big, dude.
I enjoyed the memes that came out with it. When you just said it looked like Seto Kaiba, and like a lot of people were just posting like random people's heads on it or characters' heads on it.
Excel.
The one I actually laughed the most at was have either of you played Detroit Become Human?
No.
There's it's basically, well, I played it last year. It's somewhat relevant at the times during the whole during the Black Lives Matter movement. I'll have to find a picture now and share it on the Discord, but it just had me in stitches when I saw it. Basically, there's a character called Connor, who's a android, who's basically a detective as well. But yeah, he's it makes more sense, I guess, if you understand his role in the game, and then you see the picture of him. All right, I've done PS4. I need the PS5.
I do like the fact that Microsoft just accepted it and they made a fridge in the shape of a Series X.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate people who embrace the memes.
Yeah,
and they put up like a raffle or something of like, yeah, you can just buy this now. Oh, like you can win this fridge because we don't know what to do with it now that we made the joke.
Yeah, I think that's it though. Like, I think if companies start acknowledging the memes that are around them, I think they instantly win cool points on that. There we go. I'll put it in the video game chat.
The PS5 looks like it just, out of spite, wants to take your cards and rip them up so it can be the only one to have those cards.
Well, Ranger of Krieg said the PS5 looks like it wants to call me a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
There we go. There's the picture of the character as well in Detroit Become Human.
Oh, I can't look because if I look if I look, everyone can see it. Because there we go, chat. That's what Sam's on about.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the memes that were coming out with that. Tom had a really good one because there was like a couple of games related with cats that came out. There was that one with a little kitty cat with a backpack on, and Tom just said out of the blue, and it took me a moment. I went, "That's pretty freaking clever." The whole reason why there's cats on there is because it's literally just because PS5 just looks like how you summon the kitty cats to you.
It's but I will get one eventually, but I think I might actually wait for the next, the slimmed down version.
Oh yeah.
and it'll be the first time I don't have the launch version.
I tend to go with rules of three. If there's 3 games I actually want to play on the console, it's worth getting. But I never tend to buy on the initial launch time because that's when you get all the consoles with all the kinks or the issues come out because they want to try and get them out in time for Christmas and this, that, and the other.
Or you get people vaping into their Xboxes.
What?
To be fair, though, having the original PlayStation 3 was great because it still played PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 60 gig models.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom's still got it. I've told him not to get rid of it.
No, well, I sold my... Well, I say sold. I give mine to Adam. It also had a copy of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, which made it even more desirable. Because
Didn't have PT on it as well?
No. We went through this before.
Get me started.
Yeah.
PT came out on the PS4.
Yeah.
I've already finished this argument.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But like, yeah, so like that made the console even more desirable. But when I got the 5, and the thing is, I should have bloody kept it because, I've got every other bloody console I've owned, apart from my PlayStation 2. I have got a PlayStation 2, but not my PlayStation 2, because I traded that for an original Xbox, and it was the worst thing I ever did.
The only game I ever played on the original Xbox was Fable.
Fable's good.
Oh, bye, Tom.
So, Tom.
Bye-bye.
Like, it wasn't so much the console, it was just, right. It was like all the little things, like, PlayStation 2, you could just chuck your DVD in and it would go. And then...
yeah, you had to buy a DVD
I had
player,
to buy a remote.
Otherwise,
because you couldn't control it with the controller. So, like, you had to pay for, like, so much peripherals and stuff with the Xbox. And it was a nightmare. So, like, when I was just wanted to use it as like a DVD player, it became more of a hassle. I didn't have the games that I had for my PlayStation because I traded them all in to get the Xbox, and it was, yeah. Nah. But I'm
No, look at you. PC gamer.
I know. And then getting all the mick taken out of me because I like playing old games on my PC that can power up like Cyberpunk. A PC powerful enough for Cyberpunk, and there's me playing Stardew Valley. Or Dawn of War was the one that really got everyone riled up because it's like 20-year-old game. And I was like, hey, look, guys, I'm playing a game on my PC.
Agree with those guys. Dawn was amazing.
I actually like playing older games. I don't know. I just prefer playing the older games because like they don't seem as stressful.
I got sad when I booted up my Steam library on the laptop. I got sad because it didn't have my Duke Nukem on there.
Yeah, well,
I remember buying it. I was like, where'd it go?
Adam stole it.
Wouldn't put it past him. Steals all my stuff.
Adam got onto your Steam account, stole all your stuff.
So, Ranger Creek, PC that can run literally anything, plays Age of Empire 2.
Hey, Age of Empire 2 is like legit good. I enjoy that.
Well, I was talking to Ricky about possibly starting up Terraria.
Is that side-scrolling like Minecraft one? Is it?
Yeah.
Me, Si, and Kieran need to go back to our Minecraft little village too.
Oh god, that's on the Xbox. I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
Dust it off.
No, I use my Xbox every day. It's my multimedia platform as well. Because that's the thing. Even though I got this laptop now, I'm still gonna use the Xbox for the majority of games I want to play. But it's like I've been talking to all my friends about this thing, and they're like, "Yeah, you can run nearly everything, just nothing big." I was like, "Oh, back to the Xbox."
Run one of the Dark Souls games and just play the Blighttown area.
I've never played Dark Souls.
Really?
No, because I don't want to get angry when playing a game.
I actually ripped one of my shirts after defeating a boss. True story.
You just went full on He-Man. I have the power.
Okay, so this was with my ex, right? And he was trying to get me to like play a bit more Dark Souls than just like a couple of levels, and that was, well, not levels, but areas, you know. I think it was Dark Souls 2, because I think the first one, I think it might have been Dark Souls 2, yeah. Because he put like hundreds of hours into it, and I just enjoyed watching him play. But you know, it was that point where I was like, "Do you want to play?" I was like, "Okay, right, I'll give it a try. It can't be that bad." So, yeah, I think one of the bosses I came across, I think it's Kellogg's. I think the name of the boss is, and it obviously sounds like a box of cereal.
You were just rolling around from a box of cereal.
Yes.
Oh, was it a giant cockerel?
No, it was like a spider lady.
Oh. Nope.
There we go. Chaos Witch Kellogg. Oh, it's from the first Dark Souls. Copy image. Now this does have the tasteful hair over the boob sort of imagery, so...
I think I know the one you're talking about then. Just from that. Because I quite like the art style from Dark Souls.
But yeah, basically that was one of the bosses I had to play against, and I died so many times against her. But when I finally frickin' defeat it, I was like, slam the controller down on the floor, and I ripped a very like shagged t-shirt I was wearing at the time. I was like, yes, come on. And then my ex at the time just went, I was like, I think that's too much Dark Souls for you for today. I think I spent like 3 hours like trying to defeat it.
What was the Dark Souls game that you can just straight up just fight the guy at the campfire at the beginning?
I think that was the second one.
Right, I might have just played like an hour of that.
Because the second one has, I think it's Orenstein and Smoke.
Has it got a thing? Has it got a thing where you can beat the game at the first possible moment? Is it like with what was it?
Far Cry.
Far Cry and Breath of the Wild.
No, it's just it's one of those situations where certain things that you do in the game does actually affect like later outcomes on the game. But then you know a lot of video games do that sort of thing. I'm currently watching a couple of YouTubers play through some horror games. I'm watching Gab Smolders, Jacksepticeye's girlfriend.
I know
She's
Gab. Becky subscribes to Gab stuff, and I watched a lot of Gab last year, towards the end of last year. Do you know why?
Because of Phoebe? She does a lot of Stardew Valley, doesn't she?
Yeah. So she started doing. So Becky was like, "Oh, I don't like it." She started. I follow her for horror stuff, and she's doing Stardew Valley, and it's like, "Ooh, Stardew Valley! I will watch that."
There's like 50 plus videos of her playing Stardew Valley, and she's such a chill and lovely person to watch. But yeah, you could tell Beck from me as well. Like I watched a lot of Gab as well, just for the horror games and the random intervals of when BB comes on the stream. You could just hear him meowing in the distance. But yeah, I've been watching her playthrough of Resident Evil 4. And you like the part like early on in the game where you could just save the wolf, and then the wolf will come and help you at certain parts. Of, that it's those sort of little things in Dark Souls. I cannot remember where the hell I'm supposed to paint in next now.
So, Ranger Krieg said he played the second one for like an hour or two, and was like, I'm tired of dying over and over, and then turned it off. And yeah, I think that's what I would be like with it, to be fair. I wouldn't enjoy it. It would just be me thinking, I could be playing Stardew Valley right now.
There's don't get me wrong, the community is like pretty good if you find some people who are willing to help, like, because they have like quite a good little community of people who will help out newer players, like, in the game. But yeah, it's one of those like try hard sort of games.
Yeah, and I just haven't got time for that anymore. I like, I haven't finished. This is gonna be my this is gonna be a thing, Sam. You might not want to hear this, but yeah, I haven't even finished bloody Metal Gear yet.
Which one?
Phantom Pain.
Oh, I played about an hour or two of that, and that was about it.
That one doesn't count.
So when it came out, I bought it on launch, and I played it for like 2 hours, and rode the horse for 2 hours in the wrong direction in real time. And then it was that thing of realising that I'd gone the wrong way for that long, and then going, oh, I don't know, I can't be... I can't deal with riding a horse for another 2 hours the other way. I just don't have time for that. If it's that big, I just don't have time for this anymore. Like,
and you're clearly not going to like it playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh no, it's like...
Yeah, but games like Red Dead are designed to be like that, but when you play a Metal Gear game, you expect it to be closed areas. Get one area to the other.
Yeah, and it's story driven. And when I played it during lockdown, because I did play a big chunk of it, and I was enjoying it, but it didn't feel like a Metal Gear game at the same time. There wasn't enough story there. For a game that's known for its stories, it just felt a bit lacking in story.
Well, Kojima got removed from the whole thing, didn't he, at a certain point of the development?
And then he went and got baked with Norman Reedus.
Oh. Yeah, you're not wrong there.
And you went, right, I'm going to make a game, you're going to be the star, it's going to be a delivery game with Monster Energy cans in it.
Oh,
wait,
and there's going to be Creepy Baby.
There's Monster Energy cans in it.
Get off.
Yeah, I think so. It's either in there or it's been, like, added.
Sam's now buying Death Stranding. It's you,
if I buy
Mads Mikkelsen.
If I end up buying Death Stranded, I'd have to like play it around my mum because my mum likes the guy who plays
Daryl.
Daryl.
Daryl, yeah, he plays like Daryl, who plays Norman Reedus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard many a times from my mother in her 50s of how much she wants to do certain things with that gentleman, and I'm like, please, I do not want to hear this, Mother. Not right now.
Mother, can't you see him in the middle of a magic game?
Yeah, my mum's right behind me in the shop, just telling me all the stuff that she wants to do. Like, not right now, Mum, please. Anyway, tap blue to red mana for like lightning bolt, and a good game. But yeah, I think that would be the game I'd have to play around my mum just so she could enjoy watching him carry around a baby.
A massive.
As Ranger Krieg have called it, Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus. Which is a
Sounds
fantastic name for the game.
Sounds like a Mark Wahlberg spin-off.
That being played at some point then. Like it was like I was saying to Luke at Games Workshop. I was like, I'm enjoying watching people do Let's Plays at the moment because one, I don't have to buy the game. Two, I can watch someone else do it and they can get stressed out and not me. And three, sometimes it's just something nice to have on in the background when you just don't want to be like listening to stuff or watching stuff. Yes, this.
I kind of, especially since we've been doing Twitch and stuff, I kind of just like having Twitch on in the background, and like I listen to and watch like the My Super Adventure doing their Nuzlocke, and I'm really enjoying that. And it's like, ooh, because I get to Pokemon without Pokemon in. So,
Yeah, I've been watching some of Kit Boga's live streams where he does the scam baiting live, and it's really awesome watching it happen right in front.
I used to watch so much Twitch. Now it's just I keep watching the Yogscast play Trouble in Terrorist Town now on YouTube. So I watched all their videos, but I just keep going back to them.
I've been enjoying watching. Like, if I can't catch anything like live happening at the time, quite a few channels just upload it onto their YouTube channel with the vlog. Just the whole stream there and then available.
like we do.
Yes. What a fantastic plug to add, Ricky.
Yes, you can follow that. Check out this and other streams, all on our YouTube afterwards.
Yes, for instance, the one where me and Ricky were nearly dead playing Mario Kart on 24-hour con, where we all went insane.
Yeah, watch us go insane playing Mario Kart, and we're pretty much insane when we're playing Among Us too, right? What is Scam Betas then? Because Ranger Krieg is saying that he loves that as well.
So, scam baiting is basically the art of wasting cold callers' times. Like you get like those people saying that you get the electronic voicemail saying like your Amazon account has been hacked, or your BT line's about to be disconnected, and you go through to it, and it's like a scam center. 9 times out of 10, it's in India. So basically, what these people do is they'll create their laptop. They'll create not a VPN, a virtual machine on the computers, and they just basically show what the scam betas do, where they're just following off the same usual text script and stuff, and it's basically all a scam just to get money out of people. But they just do it just to purposely waste people these scammers' time, because obviously they get a certain commission for the amount of times they scam people out of money.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool stuff like that. So the ones I watch is Kit Boga. He does a lot of the stuff like live streaming. There's Jim Browning, who's from the UK. He does some really, really good like he's like a tech wizard. Like he'll actually be able to gain access to people's computers through certain ways and means. And he's able to download information from their computers and manage to get refunds sorted out. And there's one who's not exactly a scam beta per se, but he just likes replying back to all the like the scam emails you get, like saying I am like Barbara, who is a pensioner who's dying of a cancer, and I have £1 million, those sort of things.
Yeah.
And they'll just go on and on and on. He'll just reply back, and that's Atomic Shrimp. So yeah, there's quite a few who I like to watch and follow. But yeah, that's
Ranger-
basically what scam baiting is.
Ranger Krieg is saying that he likes the ones when they get in touch with them and go, they find out their details and go, is this your home and your family?
Yeah, yeah. there's been quite a few of them. That's like basically what Jim Browning does. He's managed to find people's details because they leave their driver's license or contact information on their laptop, like as photos and stuff. He just downloads it and he's able to spook out people that way, which is like
The
really,
scammers,
really cool.
is it?
Yeah, the scammers. So yeah, I definitely recommend. Like, if anything, it's entertaining for people who understand that these things are scams, but like it's also like informative to for people to let like others know about these sort of things, because the amount of times that old elderly people or vulnerable people fall for these sort of things, it's just horrible.
We live with one.
Yep.
What?
We live with one of the people who falls for these things.
Alright, so I've painted up in the middle of painting up his knee. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like a... Wrong camera. Just waiting for the
Oh,
screen to catch
nice.
up. Should I leave it as blue, yellow, red, or put some black on the blue?
That depends. You need to break up the colours a bit. You could like do some recess shading with Nuln Oil or something. Did I just say a bad word?
In person, it's much easier to see the difference because it's a recess in there,
Oh, right.
so it's not like full on. Oh, let me switch to Discord. So yeah, there's a recess in there, and so I was able to get it so pristine.
Ah, right.
So, Ranger Krieg
And
thought...
the other one's
thought
going to have gold trim, and it's got a skull on the front.
Ranger Krieg thought meant that I lived with a scammer, but no. My father is...
We live with the scammed.
Yeah. My father's 70. And yeah, he falls for them. He's been had a couple of times, and it's like, no, if it's too good to be true, it's not true. And you all the time,
He's
constantly.
like, but money!
Yeah, the cleverest one he had was they offered him something free, but he had to pay the postage, so he did. And the postage was over the top. And then they did actually send him like this really cheap ass necklace. And they charged him 20 quid for the postage. But then, also, by doing it, he'd given them permission to take money from his account. And they took another like 100 and odd quid. For a free necklace that was a cheap and nasty thing. So like, yeah, always try and thing. And I've tried to make my mother aware of, like when these things are saying, what was your maiden name, and or what would your thing be for, like, the phishing, like, memes on Facebook.
Yeah. The ones I tend to just reply on Facebook is like literally like, oh, what's your Star Destroyer name? You know, the color of your underwear, like, and the the last thing you ate or something.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And it's like, yeah, I get it, and it's fun, but if I like the look of it, I'll say it to the person in the room with me, but...
Which most of the time me and you come up with the same answer and we just laugh at each other.
Yeah. But, like, yeah, it's that thing of... Like, I don't really share much on my Facebook anymore, unless it's kind of like plug in the Khorne, plug in someone I know who's got a small business. It's like...
Yeah.
or the gamers, to the point where people ask me if I work at the gamers. Or I've been asked if I own the gamers because you share things from it all the time. And I said, yeah, because it's like my friends.
I remember when I was in the stall with you and I was wearing the staff shirt and someone asked you if you worked here. There. And I was standing
Yeah.
next to him just wearing my shirt and I was like, hello?
I also like sharing small business stuff, like with Greg's hair salon that he's got going as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'll post up stuff on there as well, and with Kyle's jewelry place, because you know it's stuff like that, and some people don't even realize that these sort of businesses actually exist on their doorstep.
I know.
Some of Kyle's jewelry looks nice.
Oh, it is amazing. My engagement ring was done by Kyle.
Like, he repaired it for you, didn't he?
Yeah, he made it and he repaired it for us as well.
Cool.
Bless him, he repaired it free of charge as well, because he felt so sorry the fact that the thing was it broke so easily. The thing is, I've got like bare paws for hands, so I need a thicker band around the wedding around the ring. And the first time round, it was a bit dainty, so it's like, yeah, this is going to break pretty quickly. But yeah, bless him, he did it absolutely free of charge, and it's like, I really can't fault him for that.
That's the thing, he takes passion in his work, so...
He does, yeah.
It's like when I first met Greg and Kyle, I thought it was the other way around of their jobs as well.
Well, when I first met Greg, you wouldn't expect him to be the type of person who'd be into the, you know, like with the hair salon and stuff, but he's really good. He's put me to sleep a couple of times when doing the usual of washing hair and all that jazz.
And now we've become an advert for Create Hair and Beauty in Morriston as well.
Don't forget Kyle's.
David Morris, which has got shops in Morriston and Neath. And Kyle's wife also exhibits at our shows, so might as well give Jade a plug as well, is it?
Well, she's made
Definitely.
some cool Norse trinkets, and I'm tempted to pick some up on it. But at the same time, it's like, I like the look of jewellery, but I never wear jewellery. Because I'm not a fan of having things on my fingers, or around my neck as much.
Yeah, you have said, because you don't like using a lanyard sometimes in work, do you?
Yeah. But yeah, like, some of the stuff looks really nice. Pocket watches always get me. I'm always fascinated with pocket watches. Especially the ones that you can see the inner workings. And I'm just like, ooh.
Those look really, really cool, they do.
It has become the focusing hour of the stream.
Yeah, so, like, and the plug hour. So, I'm quite happy with how this is coming along. I'm gonna put some. I'll have to. I don't know if you could see enough of it. It's like, it's actually kind of looking pretty good now, I think. I gotta do the flamey stuff coming off the Nurglen. I gotta... These bits on the side I'm not sure what to do with. What colour to make them.
Well, the sponsons.
No, there's like the vats that whatever's in there is holding. I don't know what colour to do with that.
Oh, pardon me, sorry.
Do I do the green stuff that we picked up? Yeah, I got Nurgle's Rot. Of course I have. I got Nurgle Army, Death Guard, Nurgle Demons and Death Guard. So I have got Nurgle's Rot.
I think I've done this guy's legs pretty much. Bottom half.
So you on track to have your whole army painted by the time you and Sam play?
Depends on how busy I get gaming. But well, I got 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Better hurry up.
The annoying thing is, because the Codex hasn't come out for Orcs yet, I can't use T5. It's still going to be T4.
Like you were saying, like he hopes it comes out before we play.
So I spoke with someone. Apparently, the new Orc box is due out, I think, next month at some time.
Yes.
So
let's hope all of a sudden they say that it's for pre-orders this week, and then you can use it. Or pre-orders next week even, and it'll be out on time, won't it? No, no, I'd need to go pre-orders this week for it to be out on time for you to use.
Yeah, they're going to focus on AOS not for this week and next week, I can imagine, because they'll want to get
I've done
that
some
out.
good painting. I'm going to reward myself with another gingerbread man. I love gingerbread men. They're amazing.
You love gingerbread man?
Yes. Ginger bear man.
Yeah. You'll have to teach us how to play that, Sam. Or do you need to learn it as well?
What's that now, AOS?
Yeah.
I sort of vaguely remember the rules for second ed, but yeah, the third ed I'll have to double on it, double check on it. Go on.
I was saying to Simon when we were playing last is that I like the idea of it, and it's an excuse to buy a new army, but I need to play it first. And if I do play it, if I do end up playing it and making a new army outside of the Nurgle Demons, it'll be the first time I've actually picked my army.
Yeah.
So like, and it's so tempting to just go, especially with the new Orc models, go, ooh, I should just go Orcs again.
Yeah, the new Orc models do look really nice. They look a lot more slonkier in comparison to the Iron Jaws, though. The Iron Jaws are like really chunky lads.
Yeah.
Where these other guys are like on the slonkier variety.
Wow.
They're
their legs look like Deadpool when he gets it cut in half.
What?
But I still like them. I was watching something the other day, probably Tabletop Titans, and they were pointing out that AOS model wise are much better than 40k.
Oh yeah, the AOS models are gorgeous.
But
I want that more Crusher model.
Well, it goes to show, if I look at AOS stuff and I just think like I want that because it looks nice, then you know they sort of done their job really. Like some of the 40k bits are just so they just don't look that appealing, I guess, sometimes. I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for that, but like some of the kits are like so old now in comparison, like the orc models. They're like, what, 20 years old, I think?
The boys, yeah, they more than 20 probably.
The Cadian troops have only just recently got a new box as well, but they've just added like a couple of female heads, I think. That's about it. So now you can have your ladies in regiments.
What? There's ladies in the 41st millennium?
Well, yeah, oh, I've forgotten their word now. Like Imperial Guard and stuff, you can have they can have women, so because they're just recruiting normal people.
Oh, I know. I was just being sarcastic.
Vibes in Tyranids that haven't been updated since 2003, dude.
Or I tell you what, though, the Eldar stuff is looking its age now, isn't it?
Oh god, yeah, it is, isn't it?
The like warriors and stuff.
I mean, I sound like I've been playing the game for years. I started playing towards the end of 7th Ed, but poor Eldar players, yep.
Eldar.
And then you got Skaven for AOS, which are metal still. Keep making new models of the wrong clans.
Well, it was the same with the orcs. They had greenskins for a while until they got rid of them completely. So it's just I hate metal.
Oh, the So I'm not a fan of metal, and I've got, especially painting it, but like I've got a famous model, because like I got rid of my Black Legion, but I kept enough Chaos Space Marines, because I'm gonna, instead of Black Legion, I wanted Emperor's Children, and I didn't want to bloody strip it down, so I did actually keep this, even though he's painted up as Black Legion. And I know I've got to strip him, and the idea of bloody stripping him. It's Lucius the Eternal. The horrible old model. And it's like, do I strip him, or do I hope that Emperor's Children become an army this edition?
Well, stripping metal isn't bad in comparison to stripping plastic.
I know, but then I've got to paint him again.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, hopefully, I seen a really, really nice third-party Lucius the Eternal, and I'd be tempted by that, I think.
Oh no!
Oh, there's another bolt action player for you anyway, Sam.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would have seen, but there is a group that is starting in Swansea. They're trying to get some bolt action players together. So if you are looking to play, some more bolt action, Sam can probably help you out with that. But the old metal Tyranid gargoyles put me off metal models. In my brief dallying with 40k in the 90s, one of the models I did buy was a knob in Mega Armor, and it came in 3 pieces, and it was a nightmare to put together. I think it's probably one of the reasons I didn't carry on playing the game. Apart from being a poor kid who couldn't afford that kind of money. And it's like, but yeah, he was just a nightmare to glue. I've lost sound from Kieran and Sam, or they are just concentrating.
I'm still here. I'm about to do a different colour, but I don't think it's the actual colour I need right now. Because I've just redoing the second layer on the bones on the Khorgorath. What's it? Citadel. Paint conversion chart. Go.
Okay, so when I do dry brush this, dry brush before or after washes?
It's afterwash, isn't it?
Okay, so you're saying that I should get my Agrax and Null Nile out and go to town on this booty.
Somehow, I don't think Genestealer Purple is the same colour as Dungeon Grey. The fact that it has the word grey in it gives it away. I'm going to have to get some Genestealer Purple tomorrow. Whoopee! Yeah, the other one's a Vallejo.
Yeah, I can't remember what I had. In the Black Legion that I just sold, it had the metal raptors, and the point that they were stood on was so thin and brittle. It was like I used to be terrified putting them in and out of the box. It was like, oh no, it was so, and it was like so top heavy as well. So you'd think of how awkward Storm Boys are, but they're plastic, and it was just like you'd put them on the board and they were on like 20mm bases, and they would just fall every time, and it'd be like, oh no, don't be broken.
I've got some of the metal Storm Boys as well. They're quite delicate.
I've only got plastic Storm Boys, thankfully. I don't even know where I got Storm Boys from. I must have got them from Chris, because I've never bought Storm Boys. It's constant anxiety around metal models. That it is.
Oh man, so there was one point when I was playing a game with Nick against his AdMech, and I tabled my Stomper for the first time in ages. And Nick went past it and then like knocked the table, and because the Stomper is like really, really off balance with its feet, it fell off the table and just blew up into all sorts of like, it was literally just like Lego pieces the way it came apart.
Oh, you've given me anxiety at the thought of it.
We both looked at each other. This Stomper is like sat on the floor like apart, and it's like, it's all right. I'll put it back together. Where's the super glue? Because I think it's I don't think I had much worries of it, because like the way I saw it, any orc model that falls off the table, it's going to look more orky when you put it back together. Really.
That's always my thing about painting orcs and Death Guard, is that if you make a little mistake, it's fine. It just looks like, what orc is actually going about and painting these pristine? Like, I
just realised I was muted.
I
didn't speak the other because I was busy focusing on this.
Yeah, it's battle damage.
Yeah, it definitely is battle damage. Yeah, I put a lot of trust in. Oh, Kieran, do you remember the kid who used to come into Carmarthen's store?
The little green skin?
Yeah.
Yep.
I gave him my Stomper to play with in the shop at one point because he'd never seen an orc Stomper, and he wanted to see what it was like. So I just went and got it from out the back, and
how long did it take for him to break?
didn't take long. He didn't break it actually, but it was like quite funny because the parents were really helicopter parent mode then, because the dad knows how much a stomper costs. So I was literally tossing this kid like, what are stompers now these days on?
80?
Yeah, I think so. Let's have a look.
Yes, on Ricky's list.
Games Workshop.
Yeah, it is on my list actually, because it's like one of the only orc models I don't have.
I accept all these cookies, but they never send them to me. Right, okay. Oh, Stomper is 75.
It's dropped a bit.
So, yeah, it was
And then
a big ass model.
We'll get new rules now in the new codex that makes it playable, and it'll be back up to £90.
Oh yeah, you watch. But yeah, I gave him the Stomper to have a little play about, and I've never seen the parents look so worried and concerned and like helicopter mode in all my life. When I handed the kid the Stomper, it's like, you know what? It's broken already once. It's fine. I can fix it again.
Yeah, it's an orc vehicle. It's meant to look like that.
Yeah. But yeah, that was quite funny. But the worst I've had is when I've painted up some models nice for the store display, and you get some kids who will just literally run around, see the models, and play with them like they're toys or action figures.
Yeah.
And they'll just be banging and clashing them together. That's when I get a little tear, and I'm like, you know what? I think sometimes kids shouldn't be allowed in this shop. Because it was it was
We start IDing people at the door.
yeah. It was a metal miniature that I finished painting up. It was for that football game by Steam Siege, or the sports game by Steam Siege. And it was sort of like the Khorne sort of demon-y looking thing.
Right.
But yeah, these kids were playing with them like they were toys, and I came back. I hadn't varnished it at that point, and then all the paintwork was chipped off it, and I was like, I think I'm done. I'm done.
Internal streaming.
Yeah, pretty much it was.
I do always like upsetting people in the shop by calling all of our things toys. They don't like it. Like,
It's like when I call when people start talking about Blood Bowl. It's like, go sports ball.
yeah, I call it toys, and they're not toys, and it's like, yeah, they are. And it's like, I'm playing with them as well, so like, don't get offended. I'm playing with toys too. It's just.
Yeah, but toys implies that you're still a kid with them. They're not toys, they're models.
True, I'm still a kid of mine. I name them. If that isn't a kid thing to do, I don't know what is.
I don't know. I remember doing like some stuff at uni with
Oh, well, Ranger, I walked into my bedroom at one point, and my little brother Riley was holding my Slave 1 Lego. And it went through my head of, do I break him and risk the chance of him breaking that, or do I just hostage negotiation it?
You open up negotiations, but you never give in to the terrorist demands.
Oh, big time. Rick, could you talk for a sec? Because I heard you laughing through the floor, but I didn't hear you speak.
I haven't spoken for a while. I'm concentrating.
Oh, I heard you chuckle through the floor, but I didn't hear it come through the mic.
Alright, you can hear me then.
Right, yeah. I guess he might just didn't pick up the...
Oh, that's mean.
Oh, he calls me a bloody mix between Seth Rogen and Hulk Hogan.
With or without the racism?
Without the racism.
You should see the image. It looks like me.
Someone has photoshopped. I'll see if I can find it after. I'll put it into the Discord. But someone has photoshopped Hulk Hogan and Seth Rogen together and called it Hulk Rogan. And it's because we play this game with the guys that we do the podcast with. So like with Adam and Tramper, where if we spot someone who looks
Listen to Justice League episode 1.
Yeah, there's an episode that explains all of this, but if we we play a game where if we spot someone who looks like one of us, we tag it and chuck it into a Facebook group that we're all part of, and group chat. And there's so like mainly it's a load of people who are fat ginger people,
Or bald people.
or the moon. Every time the moon comes out. For Adam. But yeah, there's a couple of Kieran's, and Kieran has got a couple of the better ones as well, because there's a boy who's in 30 Rock that looks exactly like him, and then there's
Like the spitting image of me. But Steph even asked if that was me in the photo.
Yeah, I saw that picture and I was like, huh, that's Kieran.
Yeah, and then so like for that we've got there was this Hulk Hogan crossed with Seth Rogen. Hulk Hogan crossed with Seth Rogen, and it actually does look like Kieran, and I will put up a photo after to show what it looks like, and it just looks like Kieran with a weird mustache. So I'm guessing you've seen my cameo in Hotel Transylvania 2 as well then, Sam.
Oh, yeah.
I think Sam's seen them all.
Yeah. But I can put them up in the group for anyone who wants to have a see. I'll check them in the general.
People are going to be logging into Discord and they're like, why not if there PS5 pictures and random snake women and celebrities are going on in the Discord?
I know, maybe we should add another channel for stream chat. So
I have done quite a bit on this guide today. Oh, Nana's guest featuring my nan in the background.
Hi, Nan.
Speaking to the dogs. But yeah, so there is the water. So there's the legs so far. So the feet are pretty.
That's looking good.
Feet are done. And then on the head part itself, I've done all the bronze trim. So you can see the reflection. And you got the both pelt. That looks like just a chimpanzee on the shoulder from the webcam because it's not.
That's a bit.
I hate every chimp I see, from chimpanzee to shoulder pad.
Oh, that was a weird laugh then for me. But yeah, now I'm going to add some gold. Add some gold onto the wolf head. Just to break up the metals a bit more.
Want to become famous?
Do we?
Boy, I'll do that. Bought Necron.
Gift sub to the bot.
I don't know.
Look.
Laminworth.
Look and report.
There we go. Has it gone?
I'm just reporting it now.
Alright, cool. Thanks, stupid bots.
Still here. Okay. Message, mod, comment. I've got it set to block.
Moderator set us done.
Reanimation protocol. Hang on, I'll check on mod view. That might make things a bit easier. Because I am just like viewing the chat. No, I don't want to click reply.
I know, that's what I was doing. Because, like, I've got it in OBS and I can't. So I jumped across to the thing. So
You could do it in OBS.
Oh, there we go. Done.
there we go. Killed it! Killed it with fire!
Cool. There we go. I was on my I was on the normal view. I wasn't on I wasn't on mod view.
Damn Necrons.
We must be doing all right now if the bots are coming in trying to buy, like, you know, trying to buy us stuff or trying to get us to buy things. They must think we're somewhat doing all right.
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Yes, we will go with that answer. We've done something to awaken the Necron tomb world. So we must be making noise.
Well, let's go get the orcs ready to kill them.
So once I'm done with this this Plagueburst Crawler, I think what I'm gonna do on stream next is my Chaos Knight project. So I've got I got one Chaos Knight, and I've got an Imperial Knight that I'm going to Nurgle up. So I'm gonna build my new in-box Chaos Knight and see what bits I've got left over so that I can Chaos up the Imperial Knight. And then I will also dig through my bits box to find like Nurgly bits. So that we've got a couple of different so we got two different looking knights, but they look chaosy and Nurgly. And
Are you going to try doing some green stuff work with the shoulder pads and stuff?
yeah, probably.
Well, I told
Although
them
it
the easiest one
scares
to
me.
do with a Nurgle is just roll some green stuff into sausages and just have it dangling off in like entrails.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Quick and easy green stuffing.
It scares me though, guys. It scares me.
You're not going to learn how to do it if you don't do it, Ricky. No. Just get to green stuffing. Don't make me come up there.
Yeah, so I'm going to build the first one just out of the box using the thing. And then the one I bought off Nick is my one to practice kit bashing with.
Okie doke.
Take bits that I've got left over from the night and then do all of the other bits that I fancy doing.
There you go, I've...
In the words of Sheev Palpatine, do it! Yeah, we need Kieran Jenkins to do his Palpatine voice.
oh, there you go. I've added some gold onto the shield on the chimpanzee. And I've added the gold emblem on his front chest.
The Space Wolves have decided that the Eldar were right all along.
With a monkey.
Yeah. I gotta give Ranger Krieg the credit for that joke. I adapted what he wrote earlier when we were making fun of the chimpanzee.
Become monkey.
Well, I've been listening to the Lucas the Trickster book and the Dark Elves. I'm just going to call them Dark Elves. They keep calling them the monkey. Ooh, Do you think that's how monkeys speak, or they're just trying to replicate some Disturbed songs they heard?
I think monkeys predate Disturbed.
You don't know that.
I quite like the look of how this is coming along. Actually,
Quite warm still.
Alright at the moment. It seems to have, it's cooled down by me, because it's been raining a bit. But it's, yeah, it's still raining now.
Is that Penny I can hear barking, Key?
Yep. That'll be Penny. Making her guest appearance. Because she doesn't get as much screen time as Coco.
Well, she doesn't lay on my bed behind me when I'm doing stuff. So
She wants to be heard. Let her speak.
she made an appearance in the Discord yesterday.
I do like the addition of the pets to the Discord channel.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought that you'd like it.
Gives me more excuses to post up photos of cats.
Did you really need an excuse to do that, Sam?
No, but I think Sai would get a bit fed up if I put it in the staff bants. He'd be like, "Alright, Sam, we know you have a cat."
Oh, my battery's about to die on my laptop. Better charge it. But I don't want to stop painting.
Oh.
This guy looking real nice. Looking so shiny. Mm-hmm.
I just dropped the model.
I shall be back right now. I'm just going to chuck in my charger.
So, like, I am glad that we do this stream because I wouldn't get half as much as I get painted without this stream, to be fair.
Sometimes I don't mind joining you guys for the stream for doing this. I just don't like having the camera set up all the time because like I'm working because obviously I don't have a external webcam. I have to have everything set up through my mobile phone.
Alright.
So then I'm just like literally sitting around a load of wires sometimes. So it's like, can I just talk instead? Plus, if I'm doing close-up details, I can never really have the camera set up the way I want it to.
And that's it. When I'm painting with Simon streams. So then when I want to show close-ups, I can just do it quickly on my phone.
Yeah.
But when I'm painting, like when we are doing it now, when I'm the host, it becomes more difficult to do that.
Yeah.
Because I've got to, like, it's my screen that I'm sharing, so if if I jump on my phone, it logs me out, and then that becomes a problem for what people are seeing on stream. But I need a better, like, a camera that can show close-ups, because I quite like how this gun is looking, but I can't really show it because it doesn't do close-ups well. So
Yeah.
if anyone's watching and they got any ideas on how to fix that, that'd be appreciated.
Maybe like get a macro or an SD camera
I
or
have
something.
the Huzzah!
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things that I'd like to have a better camera.
And get a better camera.
I can't afford a better camera at the moment.
Yeah, there's this thing called money, and Chris is not that good at encouraging Ricky to save money.
No. Because what did you buy, Ricky?
Game Boy.
What did you find out just before you went to buy it, Ricky?
No, after I bought it.
After you bought it, Ricky?
That the reason I bought it was because my 2DS wouldn't turn on.
Oh, was it out of battery or?
No, I tried plugging it in. So, no, because the 2DS isn't clamshell.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's got a sleep slider on the bottom that I have never used in my life. Because when I'm not playing it, and then I noticed after I bought Chris's that sleep slider wasn't switched across.
So it was on sleep mode for a while, was it?
For a long while.
Yeah, and I couldn't. That's why I couldn't turn it on.
Ah.
But I do now have a fancy. I could probably find it by what is it? Well, I have got the Pokemon 3DS XL now, which I didn't have before, so it's not all bad.
It's not doom and gloom, guys, honest.
No. But yeah, I might sell my 2DS instead.
You can see how much CEX would give for your thing, possibly.
I checked. They sell them for about 50.
Yeah.
So that means that they give you like £10 for them.
Oh.
It's that thing with them, isn't it? CX. Like selling to them isn't exactly the best thing. I like buying off them, but selling to them isn't the greatest, is it?
That depends on the thing that you buy off them, Ricky. Because let's be honest, I don't want to buy a PlayStation 5 off them.
Oh no, because someone was telling us about that when they tried to buy. Someone that they knew tried to go in and buy the PlayStation 5 for over the RRP, but under what they were asking, and the people there said, nope, we can't take offers because the prices are set by corporate. And I thought that's kind of wrong. That is just scalping then, isn't it?
Well, what was it when Grand Theft Auto 5 was released? I can't remember if it was for the PS3 or the PS4 or something, but they basically sent the Swansea one. They actually sent some CEX employers to go and actually buy copies of the game for launch, so the store could have them. as used on actual launch day.
I've always wondered how they've always got games more or less as they come out.
Yeah,
And I never realized, I never thought that they would do that. Why
it's
don't
just
they
petty cash.
Yeah, why don't they just... I don't know, is it a different license or something if they were to... If they were to, like, get deliveries of it?
Something to do with licenses, or maybe it's because they're not. Maybe it's because they're classed as like one of those like I don't know what would be the technical or business term for them, but like a place that buys and sells strictly at pre-owned.
Pawn shop.
Yeah.
It is basically a pawn shop that just deals in electronics, isn't it?
Yeah. Color it any way you want to. You're basically selling your goods on for some form of money. So you're pawning off your stuff.
Yeah, and like I've done it. I know that Adam does it, but
I've done it quite a few times as well.
I do always feel bad when I do it because it's like I know that it's worth more than that.
The one thing I quite like about CEX is if you actually go onto their website, you can see how much you can get for the item on their We Buy section, and it actually gives you a price breakdown of like how much cash or trade value you'd get for the item.
Yeah,
and me and Ricky's do that a lot.
It gives you an idea of how much they sell it for, so how much it's actually worth as well.
Exactly. Although I do find it funny when I see like older people come in and they've got like these really rare DVD sets, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll pay a penny for the DVDs," because like it's going to be some obscure thing like tanks between 1940 to 1941 during certain thing in World War II, and it'd be like, "Yeah, we'll pay a penny for it," because it's just something that they generally won't sell.
But my grandfather has that one.
I just literally made up a random title for it. But yeah, some of the stuff you can get really cheap, like the usual kids movies and stuff like that. But like some anime DVDs that I've seen in there, they're going for the same price, like brand new from HMV. And it's like, I'd rather just like buy brand new if that's the case.
Yeah, and what was the other one that they do? It's like like the Nintendo games don't lose value, and it's like, you know what? I'll just go to game and pay $5. Yeah, thanks for joining us today. I think we are gonna call it a night at more or less now, but thanks for joining us. We will be back. We're not playing RPG this week, are we? We done it last week. Sam?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, we're doing it next week.
Okay, so we might be on tomorrow with some magic, see if the guys are happy to play. But then the next scheduled stream is on Monday, where Ranger of Krieg will be joining us to talk about his miniature painting and his cosplaying. So join us on Monday from 8 o'clock, and we will be having some chats about cosplay and miniature painting. So
I'll definitely be in for that.
Finish stream. It's the only time I do paint.
And other than that, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the Swansea Comic and Gaming Convention. And,
your microwave.
Yeah. Follow Kieran and Sam around the Gamers Emporium in Swansea.
Yes, I work these days.
And yeah, all of the above. Oh, and help us get the chance, get to the point where we can be YouTube/SCGC. At the moment, we're YouTube/ blah 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 blah. But until then, thank you very much, and we'll catch you next time. Bye. You guys saying so long?
Said bye.